Hey guys, what's up? Angling with my very first Spiritborn actual guide from the Season 6 from Vessel of Hatred, and I want to show you my Poison hammerdin from Diablo 2 that we have now in Diablo 4 with the Pestilent Swarm. It is a really cool build, and this will get enabled through the Ring of the Writhing Moon. The Pestilent Swarms now orbit around you and generate 1 vigor per hit. You still can play this without a string in early stages because of the aspect of the Pestilence. Now Stinger spawns a Pestilent Swarm at a target location which deals of Stinger's base damage rate and also damage. Pestilent Swarms will last long and spill outward. So we're gonna unequip this ring and we're gonna cast a Stinger. It just spill outwards on the play. So you still can play this, but it will go really well when you have the ring of the writhing moon, because then things will start getting wild. Also thanks to the ring of the infestation, we also have a luck hit chance now with our centipede skills to spawn a pestilent swarm, and this will also do more damage and will also poison damage over 6 seconds for 100% poison damage. So we can also scale our luck hit chance, and because we have so many things with luck hit chances, it is a really good build and it makes a lot of fun. And there's maybe a better build out there with Quill Volley and Touch of Death, but honestly I'm feeling like I'm playing Diablo 2 again with my hammerdin back then. So I can show you the rotation really quickly. You already saw it in the introduction and also in the gameplay, but the rotation is really simple because of the loyalties mantle that I found some hours ago. So this is really cool because skills of the base spirit gain 24% vigor cost reduction, and also skills of the base spirit gain a 25% cooldown reduction, and also while your spirit hull choices match, the bonus are 100% more potent. So while the spirit hull of centipede is not the best, thanks to this we gonna have this nice buff up. You can enjoy it. Just try to press everything on cooldown and then just melt. It is important through Ravager you will port to the enemies with your core skills. Other than that, just use a Thunder Spike if you don't have enough spirit, but that is not the most likely. And for the boss, just wait for the devourer if your boss gets the first time vulnerable and also knocked down. So as you can see, just with all of your buns and then just press Stinger and also use the evade so you can quickly dash forward, and also put the Scourge whenever many mobs are nearby. So it's really simple to play. So currently I'm only level 53. I don't have that much of my Paragon bot unlocked yet. I will show you this in the char planner. Let's gonna start with our skill tree. So I did take the Thunder Spike and also the accelerated Thunder Spike, because when you evade, you attack with Thunder Spike along the way and make enemies vulnerable for 2 seconds. We can make them even vulnerable, so this is really good. We have also the Ring of Writhing Moon with chance to make enemies vulnerable, but it's just a free vulnerable along the way, so really great. For core skills, we're gonna have 5 points into Stinger and also the Rampant Stinger. It is important until you get the Ring of Writhing Moon and the Loyalties Mantle. We still wanna go for the Advantage Stinger, because without the Loyalties Mantle, you're gonna go for the first spirit hall with Eagle and the second spirit hall with your Jagger. I will also put this in the char planner, the version without a loyalties mantle. So if you have the loyalties mantle, go for Rampant Stinger, otherwise Advantage Stinger. Also go for 3 points of Vigorous for more vigor generation. Maybe I will also put some points out when I have better vigor generation, and also go for 3 points into balance exertion for more core skill damage. And for your focus skills, go for 1 point of Ravager as also the measured Ravager. So this is the reason why we're gonna port to our enemies. And also go for 5 points of Toxic Skin. So the measured Toxic Skin. While Toxic Skin is active, you deal an additional poison damage as critical strikes to nearby vulnerable poison enemies every second. So this is also important, so we can crit with it now. And also go for 1 point of Mirage as also 3 points into Unrestrained Power. We're gonna deal more damage while we're unhindered or unstoppable. I still need to figure out how I can get 100% unstoppable right now. I'm most of the time unhindered through my Toxic Skin, but I still have a downtime of like 2 or 3 seconds. I still need to solve this, but I will talk with you about it in the future video. Also for the passives, go for 3 points of focal point. So it is really important that we're gonna get a glaive, because it will give us bonus luck hit chance. So we're gonna have a higher chance to spawn a pestilent swarm, and we're also gonna have a higher chance to create a mystic circle for our centipede skill. And also go for 3 points on diminishment for more damage reduction against vulnerable enemies, and also 3 points on apex, so we're gonna do more damage against vulnerable enemies. For our defensive skill, we only got 1 point on the patient guard, so we will get that nice 10% block chance. There's also 1 point into Scourge, and also reinforced Scourge. Casting Scourge grants 60% of your maximum vigor over 6 seconds, so this is really important. Maybe we can also go for adaptable Scourge in the endgame or in the higher pit pushes if we can maintain our vigor, so this is really important. If you have enough vigor even without reinforced Scourge, just go for adaptable Scourge. We also have 1 point of anti-venom, it will give us more maximum poison resistance, and we also have 3 points in nourishment, it will increase our healing by 20%, and whenever we heal, we're gonna do our poison damage is increased by 9% for 3 seconds. And thanks to our Spirit Hall, heal for 1% of your maximum life for every nearby enemy you've poisoned in the last 3 seconds, up to 5%. So this is the reason why we always have this buff up. And for our potency skill, we're gonna have 3 points of the Revenant, so we're gonna do 7.5% more damage with our centipede skills, and we're gonna get this doubled against healthy enemies, and also 3 points on the oppressive, so our centipede skills will do 12% more damage against crowd enemies. For ultimate skills, I maxed out the devourer, as also the harmless devourer and the exalted devourer. So the exalted devourer also spawns many pestilent swarms, and that's why it's so great. And also we're gonna have 3 points of the resolution, more damage against elites and normal monsters when we cast an ultimate skill, filter attunement, so we can get supremacy, so we're gonna have more damage after we killed enemies with our ultimate skill. And also 3 points for initiative, so we are unstoppable after we cast an ultimate skill. Yeah, I am still not sure, I think I will put them out again, I just tested this out. And also for our final ultimate passive, I got a Noxus Resonance. Critical strikes cause a poisoning on an enemy to burst, dealing 100% of the total poisoning instantly to them and 20% of it to surrounding enemies before removing the poisoning effect from the primary target. So, and also damage increased by 30% of your critical strike damage bonus. So we can also scale our crit strike damage. It's like the aspect of the blood beast from the druid. So, and for our spirit hall, as I said, go centipede on both sides. For the mercenaries, I got the Subo as the main one because we're gonna have the Scorched Earth that will do increased damage over time. So every time he throws that Molotov, we're gonna do 30% multiplicative damage over time. And also we're gonna have the Snipe, so it will deal massive damage with it. And also the Ambusher, so we're gonna get more lucky chance when Subo's salve exploded. And for our reinforcement, I got right here because he has a nice little damage reduction. Still thinking about go for the Variana for more attack speed. For gear, you can even play this as a kind of league starter because you get the aspect of the pestilence from a dungeon, so you can already start this when you got the aspect of pestilence, just put it on your main weapon. And you can also play this without these 2 items, as I said. It is weaker, but it still works, and it's a bit of kind of different setup. I will also post this in the chart planner, and if you have further questions on this, please let me know them and just ask them in the comments down below. So as I said, for Helm, I got a loyalties medal. I'm really surprised about this unique. I didn't rate it that high, but it really works wonders for so far, because we'll basically lower our wall cooldowns for Devourer, the Scourge, and the Toxic Skin, so it's really amazing, and it will give us many extra blocks of our pestilence war. Also go for greater affix on all stats, and also a triple crit on your all stats, because the other ones are not that great. And for your chest, I still have the aspect of the apprehension because I still don't have the one with eagle, so you can get the aspect of the mystic circle for eagle. There's the aspect of the sky power. Casting eagle skill in my mystic circles powers them to move with you and explode for lightning damage when you evade. Because we're gonna cast a thunder spike, it will always gonna move with us. Also the centipede, the aspect of the soil power. So also go for the aspect of apprehension. Once an enemy is slowed by at least 80%, and they also become feared for 3 seconds. Usually 30% increased damage to feared enemies. This only works for elites and not for bosses. And also for the gear, right now I'm still at Torment 1, so just max the armor. Also try to max your resistance. Other than that, go for max life and also dex. And for your tempers, go for total armor as a defensive option, as also lucky chance to immobilize enemies. For gloves, go for extra rings to stinger, as also crit strike chance and also attack speed, because we can do damage with our crits. We also need a high crit chance, and also go for like hit chance to stun or freeze or immobilize enemy, and also for more pestilent swarm damage. And for your aspect, you have the aspect of Plane's power right now. I'm still testing out because I only cast Ravager like every 20 seconds. I don't know if it's worth it. Ultimately, you want to have a greater affix, like hit chance with Fists of Fate, so it will enhance our block hit interactions. So this will be really important. Try to get a Fist of Fate. Other than that, just get a offensive aspect like the aspect of creeping death or even aspect of acceleration, so we're gonna attack faster. For our pens, we have the aspect of the soil power. We have a chance to create a mystic circle, and if we're gonna cast a centipede skill inside a mystic circle, we're gonna do poison damage over 6 seconds, and also we're gonna extend any crowd control and effect on the enemies. And for your affixes, go for armor for max life and dexterity. And for a temper, go for total armor and also like hit chance to stun or freeze or immobilize enemy. For your boots, we're gonna have the aspect of the haze. Right now I'm still playing with it because it's really great for farming. So most of the times we have a bonus of 90% because we're always moving. So I don't know if I will keep this when I push or when I'm playing in Torment 4, but right now it is good. You can also play with it. And also for the effects, go for max life, movement, speed, and also armor. And also for the tempers, go for like hit, chance to stun your enemies, and also evade cooldown reduction. For our weapon, we're gonna have the aspect of pestilence now, that our stinger spawns a pestilence swarm, as I showed you in the beginning. For our affixes, go for dex, max life, and also damage over time. And for your tempers, go for chance for stinger to excite and also for pestilent swarm damage. And try to either crit your chance for stinger to excite or pestilent swarm damage. That's also for your gloves. Also, always try to max out your pestilent swarm damage. For your amulet, we have the aspect of infestation. It is the other one that can spawn the pestilent swarms, and we also gonna deal 100% of our base poisoning over 6 seconds to the enemies, and just also try to get your lucky chance. For affixes, go for like ranks to nourishment or even unrestrained power like apex affix, passive affix that will boost your damage, and also go for something like attack speed and crit chance. And for your tempers, go for your devourer cooldown reduction as also your pestilent swarm damage. Following, go for the accelerating aspect. So we're gonna have more attack speed after we crit it with our core skill, and also go for the affixes with your pestilent swarm damages, also the devourer cooldown reduction, and also go for attack speed, crit chance, and max life or damage over time. And for your second ring, take the ring of writhing moon. Also try to GA and also max out your understand power, and the effect is really cool. Oil runes, go for the octal in your pants or in some other piece. So after you spend 100% of your maximum resource, you invoke the Spiritborn Pestilent Swarm, dealing damage. You actually deal 300% damage. And for your helmet or for your other rune ward, go for the soul rune, invoke a skill from another class, and ideally you want to have the Spiritborn's Vortex. I didn't have it right now, so I got the Garun with crit strike chance, but ideally to go for the Spiritborn Vortex. And for your normal gear, just go for damage over time, Amethyst in your main hand, and then Dex in your armor pieces, and then try to get your rest and your armor to max with your jewelry. So last but not least, for Paragon board, go for the faster in your first spot, so you have more damage with centipede skills. Also, you're gonna switch out your board and you will go for the board of the convergence, so we're gonna do more damage, and also gonna get your aspect of ritual, so while sending a mystic circle, we're gonna deal more damage. And I will also switch this Paragon board when I publish this video. And for next board, go for the bitter medicine, so we're gonna do more damage for more healing effects we're gonna have, so also try to get some healing effects. And also go for the canic glyphs, so you will do non-physical damage and poison damage. And also for your next board, go for the sapping glyph, you will do more damage and generate more vigor. And also we're gonna go for bane, so we're gonna do more poison damage. we're gonna have a chance to double our poison damage. And for our last spot, either go for drive or something other. I'm still looking around which I should take better, and also go for the consumption, so we're gonna do more damage with our pestilent swarm. So I hope I could show a really cool build. That was my first Spiritborn build. It was the first of many. We'll also update this guide, and I'm playing it right now on my Steam, so you can also check out my Steam. Also write down in the comments below if you have some further questions or what you're gonna play. And if you like this video, please leave a like and sub. I'd appreciate it a lot. And until the next video, bye.